Giants, you've mentioned in other interviews that Alfie Allen played Theon and Kit Harington played Jon, reached out to you and gave you some advice. Is there anything that you can share with us about what they told you about what this experience would be like?
Well, I recently worked with Alfie on a different project, and it was around the time that I was allowed to start telling people that I was playing Aegon, and he was just saying enjoy it, just get swept away with the process, because it's such a huge machine, and you are, for something this big, you are given an amazing amount of creative control, and you know, you can really come away from work feeling fulfilled and like you've, you know, had a real impact on the story, you know, as an actor. And sometimes, you know, with things as big as this, you can kind of get swept under the carpet and sort of be told what to do. But this is such a creative, collaborative process between actors and creatives themselves.
Take us into that. What is that like on the day you're on set, you're building out this character, you're trying to find different emotional beats. How does that collaboration work between you, the rest of the cast, Miguel, etc.?
Well, I think, you know, it's down to Kate Roach James, who's the casting director, amazing casting director for House of the Dragon. She has expertly put a bunch of actors together who just meld so well, and who really want to work and to invest themselves and really dedicate themselves to these characters and this story. You know, so everyone's on the same page. There's nobody who just wants to turn up, do it, and go home. You know, everyone's so immersed in it. So to build the characters together is a dream, really, for any actor to be a part of. It's a really, like I said, it's a really collaborative and fulfilling experience.
What do you think Aegon is? What are you looking forward in season 2 for Aegon? Is there any particular, not an event? I know we can't spoil it, although I'm sure book readers have an inkling of the things that might be coming. But what are you looking forward for him?
I'm looking forward to having Aegon have a lot more meat to get his teeth stuck into, and to cause more havoc, really, and just throw a spanner in the works as he does so well. So that, I guess.
Who do you of the characters currently going in the show? Is there any one of them that you think would actually be a good ruler?
No. Anyone? No?
Anyone? Aemon.
Definitely not.
Aemon wants it. He does want it.
He does want it, and I'm not going to give it to him.
Oh gosh, what a sibling rivalry that would be.
Yeah. Maybe Helena.
Ooh.
I'd like to see that. It wouldn't last 10 minutes, but I'd like to see it.
I would like to see it too. I do wonder when anyone's going to notice, hey, anybody notice what Elena's saying? She's saying stuff that kind of lines up with stuff that happens. It's interesting.
Yeah, she's one step ahead, isn't she?
Yeah. So, what have you been doing since Wrap?
I had a little bit of a break. I have a beautiful golden retriever, so I've been spending a lot of time with him. Thank you. I'll tell him that he got around with it. He'll be chuffed to bits. Thank you. I did a couple more projects, I'm on a film at the moment. I did a little TV show a while back. So just keeping busy, but also making sure that I get some downtime as well before starting again in March for season 2. So it's going to be full on. So.
Have you been able to reconnect with any of the cast that are here yet?
The cast that are here?
Yeah.
I'm meeting all of the cast here for the first time.
Oh wow.
I've never met any of them before. Me and Dan have a few mutual friends. Podrick, absolute legend. But,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but obviously Alfie, I saw Alfie for dinner last night, but I've not really had a chance to say hello to anyone yet.
Oh wow, that's so cool. And of course you were in another project with Alfie. SAS Rogue Heroes, and I think if anybody wants to watch it, it's quite good. I shouldn't plug another show. This is a show and a story with so many like iconic props, whether it's the throne, the various swords. Is there any one in particular that struck you? That's like you got it in your hand or you got next to it and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. I'd like to steal that.
Blackfire. Yeah, I'll steal that. So it's just quite big to steal though.
Yeah.
So I might have to take the double. Because there's two. There's one that's it's kind of like a heavy rubber version for when we're throwing it about and actually using it in combat. And there's a big steel, crazy. How they've made it is amazing. It's like steel wrapped into steel, which looks like the Larys Strong. So yeah, I'll take one of them.
What was that moment like when you got to raise Blackfire overhead at Aegon's crowning in the Dragon Pit?
Yeah, I think that was the most surreal part of the experience. The whole coronation was mind-blowing. Any fear that you see on my face as Aegon is all real. There was absolutely no acting required in that stage as well. Yeah, it was bonkers, really crazy.
If you yourself, Tom, became king of Westeros, your first program would be, what is the first things that you implement as the new ruler?
What was that? Yeah, possibly. That might be number 3 on the list. I think it would be, I think I'd rescue all the stray dogs.
Oh, wonderful.
Bring them in.
Beautiful. Absolutely love it. Tell us about you mentioned some of the VFX and interacting with that. What's it like to, obviously the dragons aren't real, spoiler for those of us who didn't know, but...
They are.
Yeah.
I've seen them, they are real.
What's it like interacting with stuff in that manner?
It's interesting, it's a challenge because you've got to use your imagination, but equally you've got that many different things around you. So for example, the scene at the end of episode 9 where Olivia and myself are stood being breathed on by this huge dragon. We're staring at a big tennis ball on a stick. Some poor guy is sort of like waving it like this. And we're just looking at this for eye line. But then there's 2 guys on cranes either side with these huge industrial wind machines that are just blowing your face off. So, with all the wind and the sound effects, the roaring and, people really getting into it, it's great, I love it. It's like being a child, it's just sort of imagining and sort of bringing the story to life, and I've just never grown up, so.
I asked you backstage, but we're doing the Young Kings panel tomorrow at 11 a.m., which is exactly the same time as England-France in the World Cup. What should we do? What do we do?
I think instead of having me on these screens, we have the England match on, and we can still talk and do everything. It's way more interesting than my face. So.
Shall we go to audience questions? We have a mic over here on the side, and if any of you all have some questions for the latest and most recent ruler of Westeros, go ahead and step over there to the mic on the side stage and line up over there. No spoilers, please. I'm gonna try.
Is that to me or them?
No, it's Hi.
Hello, how are you doing?
What's your name?
My name's Devin.
Hi, Devin.
Visiting from Indianapolis, Indiana. Didn't expect to be the first one up here. But my question for you is, you said you follow the show. Do you ever go on YouTube and watch any of the YouTubers and stuff that break down the episodes and analyze the characters and all that? And
No.
what do you feel about that?
No, I didn't even know that was a thing. No, should I?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I got lots to say about you, so yeah. You might want to.
I'm sure they do. Okay, I'm for sure to do that. Nice to meet you, Devin.
Hello there.
Hi, from, who will you be and why Joffrey?
Oh. And why Joffrey? I like you. You know what? I wouldn't be Joffrey.
No?
Well, not anymore, anyway.
Yeah.
I think. Oh God, it's a really good question. Oh Jesus. You know what? I'd love to give Jon Snow a go. He's got such a great story arc. He goes through every peak and trough, and I think Kit plays him amazingly. I'd love to give that a go. But also Joffrey.
Thank you.
Hi. So, Aegon has some weird qualities. In the first season, he did something in a window. Standing in a window. Is there anything like that coming in the second season?
Now, to be fair, that wasn't you.
No. I thought he was just taking in the view. I don't know if the window gets used, but I can put in a recommendation if that's
Hi. How do you mentally prepare to get into Aegon's character, especially him being very, I guess, disturbed, kids fighting and all this jazz.
Sure.
What's your process of mentally getting into character for that?
It's a good question. I think I keep myself to myself when I'm on set. I try not to talk to anyone because as soon as I talk to someone, I feel distracted. So there's a lot of silence and there's a lot of sort of contemplating stuff and I probably could be better at separating the two things in my head, just my own sense of mental health. You kind of really have to go there and push yourself to the boundaries you feel safe pushing yourself to. But yeah, it's always a process. The process is constantly changing and evolving and hopefully improving. So.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
So Justice and I are very excited to know that the King of Westeros likes golden retrievers. So we want to know if the royal dog gets to accompany you.
You've got one there? Oh
This
my
is
God.
my service dog, Justice. So do you get to bring your dog to work like mine comes to work?
I get to take my dog on set. Yes, he's a medical support dog, so he goes everywhere with me. Oh really? Oh beautiful. Oh, hello. Hi. I'm definitely coming to say hello in a minute. Yes, I've also recently bought him a pair of dragon wings. So.
Hey, I'm one of those YouTubers that was mentioned, so thanks.
Sorry, man.
My name's David. We're all
David.
really enjoying your performance.
Thank you.
And, my question was about your other pet, Sunfire the Golden, who we unfortunately did not see very much of in season 1. No spoilers, have they told you some of the cool stuff that you'll be doing with Sunfire? Are you looking forward to working with the golden tennis ball and wind machines that will be Sunfire, etc.? And again, thanks a lot. So.
Oh, no, pleasure. Thank you. I'll be sure to watch your videos as well. Yes, I am looking forward to season 2 and the stuff to do with the dragons. Hopefully, if I am riding a dragon, I won't be riding a tennis ball. I'll be riding something a little bit more substantial. But yeah, no, I'm very excited and yeah. I can't really give too much away, but.
It's a great part of you riding the dragon out there.
Oh, is there?
Yes, there is.
I'm so useless. I need to look at this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Melissa. He literally took the question I was going to ask you. So, but my other question is now, what was your favorite scene to film?
I think my favourite scene was the banquet in episode 8, where we're all around the table and Paddy Considine gives that amazing speech as Viserys. That was pretty special. And what we don't see in the cut version that actually ended up in the show is there were a few more speeches from different characters around the table. that just everyone had their moment, and it was just such a special thing to be a part of. And then Aegon goes and ruins it. So, but yeah, I think that was my favourite scene to shoot. Nice to meet you.
Hi, my name is Richard. I just had a question. So when you first found out that you're going to be on Game of Thrones, how did you tell your family and your friends? I mean, what was that like?
Well, I was wanting secrecy for a long time. So it was, I just kept it all in my head for a long time. And then, yeah, I started to tell people, wow, like 6 months into knowing. And I don't really know how I did it. I think I just said I've got a job that's going to be quite exciting, and my dad's a big Game of Thrones fan, so he took it very well. Yeah, no, it was cool. Nice to meet you.
Hey Tom, my name is Mike.
Hey, Mike.
I have a question for you guys. As actors, obviously the whole greens versus blacks, when you're at that banquet scene, how does that dynamic set in? I'm sure you guys get on well, but I imagine prepping before that scene, what's that dynamic like for you, all of you guys?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think that's what makes that scene so electric as well, is that there's that undercurrent of subtextual hatred underneath it all, you know, and even though there are, you know, having to be civil for the sake of the family, and although some people take notice of that, some others don't, there's definitely an undercurrent there. But, you know, us as actors, I think we respect each other in the way that we take this process, and for scenes like that where it's so visceral and so obvious, it's the elephant in the room, we kind of keep separate. The greens and the blacks keep separate for as long as they can, and then as soon as action's called, we're in it, and that's the first time we make eye contact, and then it just makes it more exciting.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you? My name is Patricia Garcia. You are my king, Papi Chulo.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
My question is, if I and Rihanna have a relationship, how would we?
If I was to understand, I believe that she's saying if she was Rhaenyra, what would the relationship be like between Aegon and Rhaenyra? How would they?
If you were playing Rhaenyra? Well, I mean, I don't write the scripts. The relationship would probably be the same. We'd fly away together on a dragon. I don't know.
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
Hi. So we know King Aegon's a bit of a womanizer, and Helena was not his choice. As you can tell, he sister wife. It was sort of kind of like set up. But if Aegon had a choice of who to wife, who would you have picked as a wife?
Good question. I don't think we meet her in season 1. It's a character that I've kind of invented in my own head. Someone that he's met down in Fleabottom. And she's a barmaid. And
You would have made just bastards, no wife then, or?
Nah, no wife. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Katie.
Thank you.
Hi, so you had an amazing cast to work with. Were there any cast members you like really bonded with and like kind of made like a good friendship, or anyone you really like looked up to coming into it?
Oh yeah, all of them. We were so lucky on this project that everyone was so grounded and down to earth and just lovely, funny people, welcoming, warm. I came in very late to the process, as I'm only in episodes 8 and 9 towards the end, so you know it felt like first day of school I'd turned up late kind of thing. So it was very much sort of finding my feet, and everyone made it so welcoming. But I think, you know, the people I really look up to, people who've been doing it a long time, or longer than I have at least, you know, actors like Rhys Ifans and Paddy Considine, and you know, Eve Best, and great actors, just to name a few. But then, you know, the younger people like Emma and Matt and Olivia, who are all doing great things. But the boys were very nice and close. Myself and Fabian Frankel, who plays Kristen Cole, Ewan, and the twins.
we have for sale Jaime Lannister, Joffrey Baratheon, Bran Stark, and Daenerys Targaryen. The special edition Daenerys.
How much is that one?
Daenerys is $170. These are sold separately. She's just hanging out.
The dragon is for sale?
No, he sold out several years ago. His SRP was $14.99. Me too. We were supposed to have more stock, but it didn't make it in time.
How short Amelia Clark is until you see how.
All right, I'm gonna start taking out some scoop files. That's looking good. And then also for your watching the majesty of the king there. That's very good. Angle. So right there. Cool, and then you can just like one more.